There's nobody that doesn't want to see that happen, but that takes a huge amount of time.
What would it take for Calgary Pride and Calgary Police to walk this road together? Calgary Police didn't even apply to participate in this year's Pride Parade. Instead, they're waiting for an invitation. But what would it take from Pride's point of view to hand out that invitation? When it comes to uniformed officers and the Pride Parade this Sunday, Calgary Pride says it has a very important point to make: allowing marginalized members of the community to heal.
Our trans and queer people of color who have contributed immeasurably to the movement have actually in some cases been left behind. So they are the ones often experiencing the most significant marginalization and violence.
Thistle says there is a strong link between the queer community and the missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls report that was released earlier this summer. So this year's focus is making sure Indigenous voices are being heard.
If we focus on what will it take for them to march in uniform, we're not focusing on the healing and the other conversation that we need to happen. And so our focus is making sure that we're having that conversation and that we're bringing people's attention again to that final report on missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit people, and to ensure that through that process we're listening and we're working towards healing that relationship. And when that happens, then we can reopen the conversation about marching in uniform.
CPS says the questions around police, specifically uniformed police participating in the parade, takes away from the overall message of the movement. And both the CPS and Calgary Pride want to focus on issues facing the LGBTQ+ community. Other cities across the country have been having similar conversations with their police services. But Thistle says movements like these are delicate balancing acts that need to be approached with some sensitivity.
The Pride movement is both a party and a protest. Because if we're not partying, then we're not resilient. Then we're not celebrating the progress that we've made, which is amazing. And if we're not protesting, then we think we've reached an end game, and we're not there yet.
In Calgary, Kristen Fong, City News.